If you have any travel coming up soon, I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I know many of us are beginning to travel now, whether it's for business reasons or personal reasons. Things are opening up and travel is picking up again. That's a good thing because we want to get back to normal as soon as possible, and travel is a big part of life. But with this Delta variant of the coronavirus spreading like a wildfire, there is a lot of concern out there. Is it safe to travel? Most importantly, what are the rules and requirements about testing? What if you're vaccinated? Are there different requirements for you? And what happens when you come back? So there are so many questions. And just like everything else with COVID-19 related questions, there's also a lot of information and sometimes confusing information. Hello everyone. Those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Naveen Agarwal, and I make these videos to share with you my understanding of the latest guidance from the CDC, from the FDA, from the medical literature, papers that I read to understand about testing, about vaccines. All this information I read and understand to share with you. And my goal here is to help all of us understand this information in a simple way and make the best decision we can for ourselves and our loved ones. And I won't tell you anything in these videos that I would not tell my own family or my own friends. So this is what I'm trying to do. I hope you will find this information useful, but share your questions and comments with me as much as possible, and I'll help you figure that out. So in this video, I will talk about what I understand to be the new guidance from the CDC about domestic travel and international travel. And there's a big difference. I will also talk about the different testing options that are available to you that you can do over the counter at home and use that information to share with your airlines. They are all authorized by the US FDA. They should be acceptable, but you must follow a few things. Be careful about a few things before they will be considered kind of valid. So I'll share that information with you. But I have organized this video in 3 sections: domestic travel, international travel, and testing. And whatever is of interest to you, you can skip ahead. I'll give you timestamps in this video so you will find the information you're looking for quickly. So I hope it'll be of use to you, but as I said before, just share with me your questions and comments and we will continue this conversation. Okay, so let's talk about the CDC guidance. Most important thing they are saying is that if you are not vaccinated, delay your travel as much as possible. That's the most important guideline they have. Because for unvaccinated people, the risk is higher. And if you ask my personal opinion, you should get vaccinated as soon as possible. And I know it may not be a simple decision for many of you. Talk to your doctor. And I believe 99% of the doctors will recommend that you get vaccinated. But like I said, it may not be a simple decision for you. Okay, having said that, let's review all the rules at a high level. And I'll give you links to go to the CDC website where you can find more information. Okay, so here is a very high level guideline from the CDC for domestic travel. If you are not vaccinated, again to remind you, their guidance is to delay your travel as much as possible, but it may not be possible. So what to do if you are unvaccinated and you still have to travel? So their guidance is that you should get tested 1 to 3 days before travel. And you should also get tested 3 to 5 days after travel and self-quarantine for 7 days. If you decide not to get tested at all after you come back, then you should self-quarantine for 10 days. Self-monitor for symptoms, and if your conditions change or symptoms get worse, talk to your doctor quickly, as soon as possible. Seek medical treatment. Wear a mask and take other precautions during travel, and this may not be optional. Airlines are requiring masks, and everywhere you travel within the US, trains, buses, anywhere you travel in a public transportation, masking is required during the transportation and also in closed spaces. So you will have to mask up. Now, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to get any testing done at all if you're traveling domestically. But you should self-monitor for symptoms when you come back and during your travel. And you should mask up. And again, this may not be optional. You can find more information on the link that I have given you, and I'll also post it as part of my video. You go to the CDC website and you will find this link. Okay, let's talk about international travel now. So again, if you're not vaccinated, more rules for you, more guidance for you. Get tested 1 to 3 days before traveling out of the US. And there's a mandatory testing required before flying into the US. So you need to be able to show within 72 hours of your flight back that you have a negative test. Then get tested 3 to 5 days after travel. So they are actually guiding you to do more testing before, while coming back, and after you have traveled. You should self-quarantine after travel for 7 days with a negative test or 10 days without a test. Self-monitor for symptoms and wear a mask and take other precautions. And again, like I said, in public transportation, it's non-optional. What if you're vaccinated? Okay, so you don't have to do any testing when you go out. But like everybody else, when you are coming back into the US, you have to have this negative test within 72 hours of flying back. And then they're recommending you get tested 3 to 5 days after your travel. And that is because your exposure to the country you are going may have some higher risk, even though you are vaccinated. You don't have to self-quarantine, but you should self-monitor for symptoms and contact your doctor as soon as possible. Wear a mask and take other precautions. And again, this may not be optional. So, big picture here is that whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, you have to get a test before you come back to the US. And you should do a test 3 to 5 days after the travel. So that recommendation is common for both vaccinated and not vaccinated people for international travel. And again, you will find more information on this link on this slide, and I also post it as part of the video. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the testing options, because as you can see, testing is required quite a lot. So there are 2 different types of tests, and I've talked about them extensively in other videos on my channel for different types of tests. I've even actually made videos where I'm giving a demonstration of how to do a test. So the first category I want to talk about are these molecular diagnostic tests. They tend to be more accurate, but they'll also be a little bit more expensive. They are authorized by the FDA and they are available over the counter. The first one is Lucira Checkit COVID-19 Test Kit, and I've done it myself. There's a video out there. I've done a demo and it works really well. It is a well-designed test, very accurate, and it's very easy to do. The second one is Q COVID-19 test. I haven't done this one, but I'm going to keep my eyes open for this and try to get one and maybe make a demo video. So these are the 2 molecular diagnostic tests. Then there are what they call rapid antigen tests. These tests are less accurate, not bad. They are accurate enough, sufficiently accurate. They work very well and they are fast to do and they are quite inexpensive. So the first one, which is very popular, is BinaxNOW. And again, I've done a demo video on this one. You can find that on my channel. There's Ellume COVID-19 home test. There's also another demo video on my channel. You can find that. And there are a few more. There is this CareStart COVID-19 antigen test, QuickView at-home test, and IntelliSwab at-home rapid antigen test. So there are a few more options for rapid antigen tests. Now, having said that, they are in very high demand and you may not be able to find them. So you have to plan ahead and get these tests as soon as possible, way in advance. Now, just yesterday, I went to my local CVS and Walgreens and they are out of stock. You cannot even purchase online. So there's a waiting period. So we talked about 3 different things: the guidance for domestic travel, guidance for international travel, and some of the testing options available to you. Now, I did mention that these tests are in high demand and people may run out, so you may have to plan in advance. But having said that, there is a procedure that you should follow before the airline will accept your results. And you can go to the website of each of those manufacturers. For example, I looked at the website for BinaxNOW and Ellume. BinaxNOW is made by a company called Abbott, and they have actually an arrangement with United Airlines where this information can seamlessly flow. and you can also get help while doing the test so that you do it correctly. For Illume, again, you can go to the website. It tells you exactly how to order, and you need to be seen while you are doing the test. So it'll be kind of proctored. Someone can watch you over the video, guide you on how to do the test. It's very easy to do, but I think they want to make sure that the test is done correctly. So there's a procedure you can follow on their website. And again, if you do that right, there'll be a certification, and that test result will come on an app and you can show it to the airline and should be acceptable. So what is happening is that these test manufacturers are making arrangements to make sure that the results of the test are acceptable to the airlines and maybe cruise companies and other places. So if you just did a test by yourself, maybe not. But if you went through that process and had some sort of a quote unquote certified result, that'll be acceptable by the airline. But I would recommend you go to the websites of these different manufacturers, and there's usually a travel section where you can go find more information about how to do the test, how to get it overseen by somebody, and how to show those results to the airline in a proper way. So there's a procedure involved, and it may not be as straightforward. So I hope this is useful to you. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I wish you safe travels. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I look forward to hearing from all of you.